Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 29 of my Rags to Riches Eco Lifestyle Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And at the end of the last part, we had replaced their home with a new version and put their things out that we wanted in the house, as well as bought them some new items. As a result, Deirdre has this bad deal, 10+1 moodlet, but essentially that just happened, even though I did it a while ago before the game update and before the game pack came out, but I'm back in my game now again. So in the meantime, I have had a few comments on my videos. One was to buy the laptop, or a couple were to buy the laptop, so I will do that. But another one was to add some lights, which we do have a couple of lights in this new version of the house because they have two full rooms on the main floor, and I had put, or it came with, some ceiling lights in those two rooms, the new mini saucers, which are quite bright. But essentially, in their mind, we just did this purchase, so we're still on the purchase ability type. So we're going to make a few more purchases because no time has passed. They're still all standing outside. It's as if I was already still in build mode. So I'm going to buy a few more things based on that, and also some thoughts that I had, and the fact they actually do have a fair amount of money left. The other thing I think I will just buy is a portable radio, because Deirdre has been dumpster diving for like 2.5 sim weeks, I think. If not 3.5 sim weeks. I'm not really sure how much time has passed since this Let's Play has started in-game time, obviously. So, and she still hasn't found one. And I did take a look, and you can buy one over in Britechester when you go to the university menu. So I just figured I'll buy that particular one, and that will be the one they have. And then a couple of other things that are not things we normally would find dumpster diving. So let's go back into build mode. And hopefully it won't take that long. If it is taking a while, I will just speed it up. Otherwise, I'll just show it live. So to start with, I'm going to get the standard portable computer that comes with Strangerville. I also decided that I'm going to go under Creative and buy a, if I can find it right here, this Digirad keyboard, which comes from City Living. That's just so that it's a second instrument that everybody can learn this one, including our Melody, who's creative, but both kids and an up can play that essentially. Now for kids themselves, for our Finnegan, we're going to go into kids activities, and we will buy a Junior Wizard starter set. I was thinking of placing one on the community lot, but then I just decided just to get it here anyways, and I am going to get him. I had been debating, but they had enough money, so I'm going to buy them the monkey bars. There, it fits there, and I'm going to buy a little safety slide. It takes less room than the Bamco toddler pit, and I just think it's kind of cute. It means they don't have to, we're going to have to go visiting and places anyway, so it's not like it's going to keep us at home, but it means we don't maybe have to go out quite as often as we already do, and I don't think that's something we're ever going to find in a dumpster. So let's go under electronics again, because I didn't get this the first time. So this Kaboom box is what I want to buy them, so that we don't have such issues with I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put it, that it's not going to get blocked. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, does it fit with this? No, I'm just going to put that back into our family inventory and just place it up on our little end table. The other thing I want to get was another vertical garden, because you don't actually get very much cruelty-free meat from it. So I wanted to have 2 of them, because that was something our Connor just unlocked. I got the radio, the monkey bars, the slides. I'm just looking at my list that I have here, and the main other thing I need is just to get some lights. So I'm just going to do that, and I will speed that part up because I have to just put them in many places, so it'll just take a little bit of time, and there's no point taking a lot of time from the video doing that. So there we are. We have lights everywhere. Before I recorded, I actually did some testing of different lights, and I do like the light that this gives a bit more, and it is covered to some of the other ones are. So in this little living area space, I gave them those lights, but the other outdoor spaces, I gave them what are supposed to be outdoor lights. And of course, then I use these everywhere inside, except for the couple of night lights. So here we go. And that should not have made any difference with that for her. So, Connor actually has to still do some work. He has to install a water recycler. And Melody, since you're here, why don't you come and farm some... Why don't we just do some more... We'll do some crickets. Never mind. I think these are grubs already. They're beetles. And then we're putting crickets. So it's something different. And she is almost through this part. And then the next part she needs to complete gigs in the freelance crafter career, which there is a bug with that right now. So she is going to need to, I'm probably going to get a mod so that we can get through that more quickly. There is a mod that helps with that. And it looks like little Penelope needs a bath. So hopefully, and she also needs to go potty. So hopefully that gets done. Finnegan is home. So why don't you come here and play with your grandmother? Which there is also a bug with the playing games in general, which impacts this particular aspiration. But the workaround for the aspiration is that or what I had noticed in one of my saves when I was sort of testing it after the game update, is that if I have the person playing with the child stop playing, then it counts it as a game. I don't know if there's a countdown, because the one time it was pretty quick that I did it. And let's see if no, it is still going. I essentially edited the Greenberg family. I had done a renovation of their house to give them essentially a sub basement home for the married couple who had adopted a toddler. So I placed that house and I gave them the toddler and made it their daughter kind of thing. But my played version is not what's here. It's just the version that was here, because they all knew them and I didn't want to interfere with that. So I just gave them my toddler so that I had played with them before. So are you actually having your bath? You're asking again. Well, hopefully that will work. Let's make sure this is not the front door. So we're going to set that as the front door, and we're going to, I must have gone around and locked. Looks like I did lock the door. I know I was planning on it, but couldn't remember if I had actually done it, but I have. So there we go. So they have their locked house. Maybe you should nurture. And I know what we need done. We need some cleaning going on. And now, has anyone read anything from the flower arranging book? My guess is probably not. And it looks like you are doing that bathing. They all want to buy a washing machine or a wash tub, and I'm just not ready for that. So the whim is there. I haven't pinned it, but it's still there. Why don't we check if we have the flower arranging book? My guess is we would not have bought it. We don't seem to have any skill books in here, which I know I bought skill books, so I'm kind of thinking maybe they just haven't put them back away. But since I don't really need any skill books at the moment, but the flower arranging book, I'm not going to hunt them down. So before you go do that, why don't you come here and try and scrubberoo yourself, because you need that. And let's check in on him. He has one because we had done that before. So Deirdre, we're going to stop that. And then you're going to come and rally the troops and actually rally the troops. And we're going to actually adopt as care dependent. I didn't realize I had not done that already. And we're going to make sure she has adopted little Penelope too. So did that count? Yes, it did. But I think looked like she needed more needs than that. So we're going to rally the troops one more time. And then we'll let him play again, and then she can join him, but I'll let them play for a bit before I bother interrupting it. But let's come here and make sure we have a adopted as a care dependent, which we have not done yet. And I had thought maybe it might be better to put the rocking chair in here so we could put possibly like a love seat or something here, because we had one in our inventory. So, but we won't worry about that right now. What we need to do is you need to go do your work, which is install a water recycler. And I don't know, I know at one point I was wanting to make sure that you do have it. I must have given you the eco parts from the others or something like that. I don't really know. Can we submit? We can. Well, perhaps we should do that first and then come here and upgrade with that eco parts, the water recycler, which is your work task that you need to do. Our money is significantly lower than it was. And you can send also, but is it worth it? Is it a good? Oh, yes, it is. We'll definitely come and send that for evaluation because it's a masterpiece. And what I kind of want, what I was saying is I want to come here and chat. We want to unlock Patchy. We want to do friendly interactions with him so that we unlock his outfit, which then will let us ask him for gardening tips, ask him for, check his pockets for seeds, and possibly get some things that we would like to have. Where is her gardening level anyways? They're already pretty high. And the main thing that 8 does is it lets you supercell, but we're not really doing that. You're all playful, but you probably haven't got that done because we need to have your grandmother stop playing with you. And let's see. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to do with her. I was trying to look at her needs. That's what I was trying to do. Her needs are actually pretty good. So we're just gonna stop. And she's still. I had stopped getting rid of it because it kept getting by a rock climbing. Deirdre, did you not know that you're a freegan and you don't like buying stuff? So why you want that? I don't really know. So hopefully that counted. It did. Oh, she's hungry. I see. It looks like oh my goodness, she's so hungry, so sidetracked by all these renovations that I was not paying attention to poor little Penelope. And, but she was good about communicating that, so I saw it, and now we'll let her eat a little bit more, and a little bit more. No. We'll eat another one. Eat spinach, and then maybe you can give her a second wind. Help with needs, give a second wind. And then maybe, Deirdre, you could come here and read. We'll say read to toddler, but we'll read to both of them, and that will help count for his reading. So that's good. So why don't we just turn this off for now? I didn't buy it with the intention of you just sitting there dancing all the time, or I should put it on classical and then they don't seem to dance. I do want to let Penelope eat a little bit. Now, see, this is just not really working very well here, I have to say. I am going to move this and put it in this room in their what has become used to be a bedroom, but now is a sundry room for everything. And I'm going to go into their inventory. I did see I saw a few things. This is comfort 3, and I'm wondering if this is scratched or what, or if they fixed it. I don't know if this is good enough. Let's move. No, can't move. Can't move that. We'll move this like this as best I can. And try and see if we can put that in a little bit. I just want to make sure they can still get around. Can you get around? Looks like you can. At least until we put this on a table. Then you won't be able to get around. Does this need to be fixed? Nope, it doesn't have any indication of needing to fix it. So, okay. Maybe I interrupted you. Let's try reading to children again and see if we can do that. And you, my dear, I did have you working on this, which I know I can only do so much before, like the interactions, I can only queue so many up, and that's not enough interactions to do. So she is coming. Are you coming to get read too? Looks like you are. Good. So let's see if we can unlock Patchy. So we do have the ability to fabricate some light. I think it was Connor who unlocked that. Oh, we got that. Okay, so we'll check again. So we can ask for gardening tips. And then we will check his pockets for seeds. What I really want, we have strawberries. Or we did. We have strawberries in our garden. If nothing else. Nope, but she didn't get anything. But she got to level 9 of gardening. But she was very close to level 8. So what I want to do is I want to buy some seeds. We should make sure we lock this computer for everyone but the household. And, what does she want? She wants to embrace Connor. Why don't we do that? Why don't we discuss overcharge risks first? And then we can romance embrace. And she wanted to do something. She wanted to play with toys with Penelope. Well, we can look into that. So there we go. And what I had wanted her to do, we're going to pause. You know, I think Penelope needs some food. So let's open the fridge. And it's safe. So she can come and grab. Oh, I know what I want to do is I want to put a love seat in here so that she could sit on the love seat. We'll see what we have in our inventory. So she can sit in here and eat. Or an autumn, anything so that they can sit on. They're all comfort 1. The pillow fluff is comfort 4. Maybe we will... I don't really want to have a fire inside, but maybe it's okay. I mean, if we have a fire inside, it's not near anything. At least we can clean it up versus having a fire outside where we can't clean it up. So why don't you come here and magic Repario, and fingers crossed we don't have a fire. Oh, and we're definitely not buying a pool. There's no room on this lot. We're not buying a dryer. Maybe another time. Talk about day with Penelope. Are you still talking to him? Okay, let's stop chatting. Let's stop chatting, please. And let's put a couple of these books in our bookshelf here. And why don't you just open? And why don't we read? Oh no, we're going to have a fire. Just as I was doing this. Oh no. So can you extinguish? Yep. That wasn't good. That was not good. Okay, don't get tense. Try and put the fire out. Don't get tense. Just, oh, were you actually gonna... Oh my goodness, Connor. I was thinking you were... Are you... Now you're fire. You're not trying to put the fire out. I don't know that I've ever noticed a sim. Like, that their first reaction was to put the fire out. I'm happy about it. Oh, no, don't. The toddler's nowhere near the fire, so please don't. Okay. All right. So, Deirdre. Okay, we can't even try it yet. Okay, it's out. So, Deirdre, can you try and repair it since your daughter-in-law failed? Good. Oh, do you have your food still, Sweet Pea? You do. Why don't you eat your garden salad? You can even come sit there. That we purposely got for you to have somewhere to sit in here. We had a little bit of an incident with it, but, you know, it's still there for you. All right, so let's try this reading to Finnegan again. So we're going to open again. We're going to try and read to child Finnegan. There we go. And you, Melody, I wanted you to read that flower arranging book. That was why I bought it for you. And of course, I cannot recall where she is on the knowledge. Yeah, she has got that first stage where you have to read 3 books done. So we don't need to do that. Okay, so she can sit there and eat her food. And at least her mummy's in the room with her. There we go. Very good. Do we have... Well, there's nowhere to sit in there with you. I guess he could sit on the floor, I suppose. And Connor, what are you really? You have to discipline someone. I don't really know what there is to do with you because, you know, you got a max. Oh, I know what you can do. You just got a promotion. You just got a promotion. Can you come here and you can submit? But before we try and submit it, do you need to improve anything? Nope, you don't. So why don't you submit it? Submit that concept and to help us get a boost in your and you don't work for a couple of days anyway, so we could like maybe do a bit of this to try and get, because we need to get you through this career and max it, and you're only what, level 5? 5, yeah, so you're not actually very high, not high at all. So hopefully we're now in compliance, which we were not before. And Penelope, you're very tired, sweet pea. Okay, so why don't we have your grandma give you a second, change the diaper, because obviously you used it, I would think, since it came up there. Parenting, help. Oh, you don't actually have enough parenting skill to do that. Do you need to go potty? Why don't you... Well, you don't actually need to eat. So why don't we come here and ask for potty help from your grandmother, and then ask for a bedtime story from your grandmother when you're finished with that. That's what we shall do. And you probably haven't been read to yet. You got one of the, so it got up to 1. That's good. So why don't we have your dad read to you this book? Leave little Penelope alone. She doesn't need your assistant because your mother's looking after her. And here you left that on the floor. So luckily that was easy to find and is right there. Not that it costs anything anyways. And why don't you read? Keep reading. We need to get your flower arranging up. That's what we need. So we can make a scented flower arrangement. Let's see. Let's make sure we have crocuses. Do we even have crocuses? It probably wouldn't have been a big priority of mine to get us crocuses. So, well, we have a while to go anyways before we need them. We need your skill to be high enough. Oh, look, she's level 3, so she's not going to go in her diaper unless there's no potty chair around, then she will. So, but that's fine. But we're actually going to leave this part here. So we have unlocked Patchy, though, of course, when our Melody tried to check pockets for seeds, we didn't get anything, but maybe we'll try that again in the next part, and we can hopefully get some of the things we need. Like, I'd like snapdragons, and I'd like a crocus, so we can plant them both. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.